Serves. Damn. That was still a while ago. And it only feels like yesterday. Let's see then. sAw on the T side, taking space outside immediately. With the smoke dribbled and creating a little waterfall down towards main. It gives them a lot of space to work with. Obviously, Henny is doing his due diligence, looking at the crossover at Hell, and will take Jerks' life. One player makes it down, and that is a fantastic shot back on that P250 from Story.
4 versus 4. And Arasdos is going on a little bit of a look around heaven, but there's no way that Imperial probably... I mean, I was going to say, I thought they would maybe consider this a little bit earlier. At the moment, they're not looking toward Hell. No way. Ooh, Materius could have a free frag here, but he can't convert. That is a great reaction from Nowhere. Now, Decency has a chance to maybe do some work from that double door position. Only has to get some damage and has to fall away, but there's Nowhere again. There goes Arasdos, and 4 versus 2. Smoke for Vinny still in play to waste even more time, even if that becomes a risk, which I don't even think it will be, unless the AWPer with the P250 sits so often, but only one this time. Now it's all down to Roman. Needs this kill. It's a bit whiffy, and sadly, it won't come through. Imperial take the CT pistol to start off Nuke.
Yeah, I like that idea from sAw, though. They get the kill on towards Henny. They go on the def cam, and they show that Story's crossing down with the bomb towards Secret. And then they take the space exactly where Henny has fallen, trying to capitalize on the fact that Imperial wouldn't be ready for a ramp hit from the backlines. And they weren't, to be fair, but no way, hit some bangers. And there are those two riflers really stepping in. And I said Decency, whatever you want to call him. I contacted some Brazilian fans and was like, is this quite how I'm saying that? I'm probably still butchering it. So for consistency,
okay, Decency. Yeah, I'm happy with that. I've obviously cast him a few times, and sometimes you get different people in chat. I mean, I do some of the open IP stuff as well, like say, oh, one person says it's this way, one person says it's another way. Don't get me wrong, I've had that a lot with Arasdos, especially as well. That was a very hard one when I first started casting him. Oh, and yeah, the MP7. This is a bit of a niche SMG these days, but you know what? I'm all here for it. He gets himself 3, and it's actually, you know, people don't really use it because of how good the MP9 is, but it's a very good mid-range SMG, and yeah, Vinny makes it look nice there against the pistols. Let's see what he can do with it on a gun round.
Dangerous the price point. MP7 is ridiculously expensive for what it is. So you could have an MP7, you'd have Scout. Vinny makes it work. Constantly innovating. Young Vinny. That was, of course, pistols. Fast play. Look at this out of sAw, straight out the gate, dropping all the util, threatening an A play. But the counter utility is immaculate from Imperial. They keep them at bay. They've even got No Way over here just on the rafter. Roman does make it down the vent, but he's very loud about it.
Oh, aggressive. Straight into the AK, though. Now when sAw have a man advantage, it's down to Imperial to go poking and prodding across the map to find an answer in return. Very often just sitting back doesn't work out. Story will try and make its way out of the door, and yes, that was silently and sneakily done by Story. Materius will manage to catch Phelps nicely. And the first gun round could not have gone better for sAw.
There's a little bit of danger creeping in the first couple of rounds here from Imperial, and that's just them not being completely 100% alert of all their surroundings. No Way was very tunnel visioned in towards Hut there. Obviously, didn't anticipate the Hell find as well, and that pistol. So sAw are doing a really good job at manipulating these rotations and creating pockets of space to work from. And the decision to initially use a lot of their utility to drive the attention, to allow the vent play in the first place, is really clever once you pair that with pure contact. Because suddenly you're not telegraphing your next move. It makes it even more difficult for Imperial to anticipate what's going on. So guns come out. sAw, get around on the board. Make sure you get that high five in. It's important.
Listen, there's nothing worse than a botched high five. when you just like catch the edge of the palm and not like a proper clap, you know? It's the worst. Oh, okay. Materis will give it a quick look on the corner of the outside boxes there as the Molotov does 1 tick and 8 HP of damage. Of course, with the save coming through for Imperial, they still have an MP7 on Vinny. Drops coming through, gives them pretty decent weaponry to work with. Henny has a chance over the top of the outside smokes, and that's what we want to see from him. Taking those picks, taking that initiative, going for it on those sort of frags, and there's a lovely opening from him. Ujerk's down.
Look at this, though. Again, as we're talking about the sort of adjustments that Imperial are making on their CT side, they have brought No Way down to support Henny immediately, but Vinny's not immediately certain that this is going to be the final point of approach. We can see on the minimap that it will be. And Henny, close range, deals with Story, fires off a no-scope just in case there's another play around the corner. Henny is hitting everything. Exactly what Imperial needed. And Rosdor's thrown into a 1-on-5, and whilst he's been good this Pro League, that would take something special. Very clean shots from Henny, off the mark early. Mark Imperial a third.
Some shouting as well from Imperial as well. They're getting loud. And that's exactly what you want to see from them. You want to see them fired up. You want to see them ready and raring to go at the beginning of a series. Desenti will do exactly that. And great work from Henny again. Triple kill on the AWP. The first one over the top of the smoke outside, and then great rotation down. Arasdos was very stuck and couldn't do more than that. There is still money available, of course. We're going to get another purchase straight in here for sAw, so they have a chance to hit straight back. We'll try and sort out Arasdos' camera for you as well. He is not a blue square. He's the sweet rice.
He is indeed. Utility is actually pretty decent still for sAw with the aid of the bomb plant. Once again, going to try and just create even pressure, a blanket over the map for Imperial to try and deal with. Their range, the outside smokes. 2 players towards red at the moment, and Imperial trying to use the same grenades, but Henny's not over towards heaven this time. He's in ramp, and he can potentially lock off Jerks. Jerks will be the victim again of another first death here if he walks into the scope. And he's about to challenge it. That's exactly what happens. Great trade by Rosdos, and that was the bomb as well.
Rosdos, that's the kind of frags. All the lineup here for Phelps, though. That's beautiful. Story and Materis will both go down now. No Way has a chance to deliver, but Rosdos takes his kill. And Phelps, of course, has been spotted in mini. Can't complete this one. It's a 2 versus 2, and he actually goes back in for more, does Phelps. He doesn't wait for Senti's rotation, and Roman spins on the top to take it down. Wow, that was unexpected for sAw to answer that one back, and as you can see, we have a shouting battle now. Let's go.
Oh, yeah. Come on. Give the energy. Raise the temperature in the room. Exactly what you want to see. It's a classic LAN state of affairs. And that was a Rostos saving the round not once but twice, with the trade on towards Henny and then finding that kill on towards Phelps, who just feels like, after being emboldened on those couple of kills, that he could be the difference maker. Quick one. Straight through the utility. The flashbangs are exceptional. And Roman's in. He's cracked open the A bomb site. He's left Imperial with another challenge. A 4-on-3, but with money already wearing thin. I doubt they give this a look in whatsoever. Already prioritizing the save towards spawn. Phelps will climb high and look for exits, but that's a third immediately. Answered as a rebuttal from sAw.
Well, actually, Phelps has done well to win that duel on Materis. That doesn't look possible, but yeah, I mean, we know what the answer to this round is going to be. Limiting that T economy to the best of their ability is important. What exit route does sAw actually use here? I think they're actually going to go down the vents and save near secret. Actually, we've casted a lot of sAw recently, and in some of my games, they've actually been guilty of getting caught by the bomb explosion damage quite a lot. and losing important economy because of it, but this time they choose the correct route and they do survive with a couple of players alive. Took that significant damage to the bomb, but 19 I think and 30 in the end, so they judged it well. But of course Imperial will have something here. 3 M4s saved over. But with the economic situation they find themselves in, it's not a spot where you can possibly drop an M4. Don't have the economy for that, so I think the players without saved weapons, Vinny and No Way, will most likely stick with the USP and try maybe bait for the rifle or stick around so at least it's saved if they go down. Nab it off the body. The hand warmers that ESL provides match the Imperial jersey absolutely perfectly.
Yeah, it's a nice little
I've got a thing for matches when it comes to green, because that's my in-game loadout on CS, or spearmint and green. So,
ooh, all right.
Quick tech pause. That's why we're waffling a little bit.
Vinny got told off.
Yes, I did actually.
The player cast, because you're not allowed to talk during technical pause.
Yes, our referees are on point. Naughty boy.
Whilst we've got a few seconds here as well, I want to talk about Phelps, because I think since CS2 has rolled around, there's been a resurgence. He was fantastic ever since CS2 has been released, and he's an outside player. And one thing we've not really seen Imperial do all that often is kind of get aggressive anywhere on the map. I want to see Phelps take fights. I really think he can do it. And just already limit the options that sAw have got. He starts secret this one, playing a little bit more passive. Obviously, it makes more sense in a round like this when you're working with limited weaponry. USP's up close. And the M4s are just trying to get weapons for them to scavenge. But sAw take it slow.
Brandon, I think this round is actually very winnable, because there's a genuine chance that No Way and Vinny can get a 1-for-1 on the Zeus. It's so viable on the CT side of Nuke. Playing close huts. Any of these close range angles, we saw Rops really bring it into the fray and some big events in the arenas, even on pistol rounds. It's possible, and of course, this isn't the update. We don't get a kill reward for it, but it could change the round. There's one, and No Way is close as well. Don't tell me he gets a second. No, it's a good clear by Arasdos this time. He plays a longer range angle, and he'll deal with Vinny as well. Nicely done, but the M4s are still here to fight. Phelps finds one before he's put down by Roman, and Descenti still wants to fight for this. Roman, though, has a perfect angle, and yes, Henny now last player from the Heaven Ladder. Roman is still keeping an eye on it. Big swing from Henny, but Roman gets another, and one of the two veterans of the team, Materis and Roman, they've been playing on this roster together for 4 years, over 4 years, both of them. And Roman has an 8-kill start on Nuke.
It's really good you pointing that out, because it felt like as soon as Vinny got his, there's a chance for No Way to grab one more. But in actual fact, it doesn't set up the rifles as perfectly as Imperial were hoping for. Between the rifles and the Zeus, or the Zeus, I guess, they got 1 kill each. Here he is. Come on, Phelps. Get aggressive this time. Materis. Well, he's already crossing, and he's going to clear. Phelps not ready. And Materis makes sure he leaves no stone unturned. And now he can walk in towards main. At the same time, the contact is coming out A, but the defenders are doing a fantastic job. There's that trade. It's a 3-on-3, and No Way. He's getting a little bit lost in the sauce, and Arasdos puts him out his misery.
It's awkward, and Roman is still lurking here. So much impact from Roman in this game so far. He does so much damage. Easily completes the kill. He didn't see Henny cross, so at least that's a freebie for Henny. And he gets an AK upgrade, but bomb down, 1 versus 2. Sure, he's healthy, but he has no kit. And unless he gets gifted a kill by either Story or Arasdos in the next few seconds, which is definitely not going to happen, this will be a save for Henny.
It's great timing on that from sAw. I really like the fact that Materis is obviously being diligent with his clears, which is something you expect of an outside player, but to immediately walk through the smokes, be part of the threat that is over towards A. And I really do feel like his extra element of his presence completely puts the round back in sAw's favor because the A defense was really holding strong. They were getting a number of kills, and if it wasn't for, yet again, Arostos finding these fights out towards Hut and then dealing with No Way as the smoke fades, that round could have gone completely differently, especially with the timing of Imperial's lurk through lobby. So good heads-up play from Mutiris. Keep sAw afloat. And then now starting to run away just a little bit with this T-half because Henny's the only one, obviously, that's saved. He's the only one with a weapon.
Yeah, these upgraded pistols, we know what work they can do. It's actually 4.57s from Imperial, playing the meta, knowing how powerful they can be. But already Henny trying to get aggressive with the AK. The main threat has been removed. Arostos finds No Way, and this is so far a very clean T-half from sAw. It was close early on, but now they're pulling away, and impressively at that. Oh, Vinny, he spotted in Hut. Arostos is very low himself. He doesn't need to be the one taking that fight. Actually, they will swap it over smartly. The rule is put in place. Low HP player gets given the AWP. Arostos' camera is almost back online. You can see it there. Roman finds another 10-kill start for him. He's not often the point man for this roster. He's just the reliable hand, usually, Roman. But he can have his maps, and he certainly has the experience.
Oh, it's just their comfort as well, I think, isn't it? Just playing into it. Everyone's going to be more than happy if you saw playing on Nuke. Phelps grabs one at the very end, but it doesn't matter. Jerks gets on the board for the first time this half as well, and it was an important kill from him because it was the AK that he challenged immediately towards ramp. Phelps went a little bit aggressive. It was Henny with the AK, and he gets punished.
Yeah, unfortunately, couldn't get it into the action in that round. It's always so disappointing when you have the one gun and you want to be the point man but can't deal with what's in front of you. Now, we know Imperial as org enjoyers, especially Vinny, and they've got two in this gun round, trying to play the long ranges outside. Spam's coming through. Oh, Arostos is a lucky boy. Just about escapes the grasp of Phelps. There's the door spam through that smoke. He actually is a player with the bomb on his back as well, so care needs to be taken. Damage done both ways early round in round 10.
Yeah, but all that diversion, the spray, was a little bit of a ruse because Roman made it down undetected. Decency needs to be really careful, and yeah, he doesn't know. So this contact will be taken right here. Roman is gonna clear the box, surely. Surely, Roman, you clear the box. Well, at least he knows now. Immediate trade. It's Jerks that's the sacrificial lamb, but the Orgs are...
Oh, door is open. Blown open. No way. Oh, the dink on Mutiris. That's so frustrating. But
There's
of
a
course,
pathway
body
to
is
be,
seen
but suddenly
first.
Imperial are now ahead of this.
So he can get a clean spray even when that dink is hit. I think Phelps might have just got spooked by a dead body there. Mutiris on this close range angle. Good reaction. 2 versus 2, but kitless again are Imperial. And Story is posted up with the AWP. Arostos low in the corner. And Imperial, they know they're without a kit, and because of that, look where they're going. Even though it's a 2v2, they're backing away and saving the AK and the M4. It's the boring option, but it's the right one.
Terrorists win.
Another example there of just sAw taking full advantage of these spaces that they're creating from themselves, and the fact that Roman makes it down undetected is everything. And sure, it comes at a cost of a life here, but it's the immediate trade, and from there, Mutiris, that's the important one. Just making sure single door control is his, because then that formulates an after plan. for the other two players. Story taking the first contact. Player left at dark on low HP is set to be the closer,
Yeah,
but not even
it's all been
needed.
so close for them
7 rounds on the
so
team
far.
side.
Oh, what a reaction.
Timing, or it feels like a while here.
Well,
at
missed
Pro
the
League.
timing,
It's all with some
unfortunately.
comfort in a map.
Sorry, he got caught by it, but still got the kill.
Oh,
Impressively
timing.
so. Nade coming over the top. Materis finds Vinny. Story still finds one more, and the FAMAS is struggling. This is fantastic from sAw. This is the kind of nuke we expected from them. It's kind of the nuke we know they can put forth, especially on the offense. Now, Nowhere is in a 1 versus 4. And they know exactly where he is. Already Roman is toward heaven. Any swing from main should get caught in a matter of seconds. It'll be in the open for Roman to peek in a moment. He'll fight outside. sAw know this. Trying to catch one more, but then Story still in that after position. And look at that. Smiles on faces. sAw, this is a superb opening to this match, which of course eliminates one of these two teams.
They're being given a lot of respect, and Story just shows off his AWP capabilities in this round. But bar the one sort of microaggression, I'd say, from Phelps, where he was over towards Red Room, we haven't really seen Imperial take any sort of initiative in the early stages. They're allowing sAw this room to work with. They're relying on their players being impactful late round. Materis has just found no way through the smoke, and as I talk about aggression, well, one element of it immediately gets punished. Vicenti's hoping hack players through the smoke, hoping that his spam will connect for at least damage at the bare minimum, but nothing
Doors
is
are coming
found
through for
whatsoever.
sAw. This is
Finally,
what
the bullets start to
wanted
sing
to
out and
see.
rain true.
Materis is having
It
a
doesn't
good
matter.
game as
He
well.
gets
The
2
leader of
dinks
sAw
and Jerks takes his
commanding
head
the troops.
clean off.
Every position he's in seems to be super impactful. I know it's only 8 and 9 KD, but all those 8 kills have felt super important, especially as some of the openers as well. And Phelps, I mean, the bomb's down. It's the last round of the half. You've got to go for this one, boys. But I think they know the worst part is they'll just be rotating into the blender. Vinny pushes forwards. 3 players are holding the angle. There's the lurk of Materis dealing with Phelps beautifully, and Henny can't do a thing. It's 9 on T side of Nuke for sAw. Incredibly impressive. We'll see if they can convert it after a short break. We're back, and so are sAw. A fantastic 9 on T side, and they're in absolute pole position to take this opening map and put Imperial one map away from elimination from Malta.
What a scary prospect that is as well. So Imperial, they want to set the pace. They want to accelerate. And Arostas lands on his head. But no kill can be found. What on earth have I just seen?
Goomba stomped. Goomba stomped by Imperial. It can happen with that top hut play. And, well, no holds barred on the pistol for Imperial. Straight up rush. And 1 kill each for No Way, Phelps and Decency. Beautifully done. And Materis and U-Jerks trying to look for some kills on the exit. Already a double goosh, though, from Phelps. Dear me. Pretty ridiculous. Materis trying to save his Kevlar in CT spawn. It's a rough one. We saw this angle played earlier by Madden to great success, and actually, he does enough damage to Phelps to make him go down to the bomb, but that's all. No kill reward, but does save his Kevlar. We're aware of the slight audio hitches, by the way, guys. We're trying our best to make sure we're not desynced between us. We can assure you that we're not talking over each other, because, you know, we're not rude. We'll try and get it sorted for you. But it's a really important start for Imperial on this second half. And sAw choosing to force straight back in. No eco for the M4s. With the lead they've got, they're looking to try and stay in that particular position.
Fight immediately towards ramp. And Decency gets the full info. Hey, this is an investment here. MP9 up close. Phelps going the long way around with Vinny. Trying to get the long-range gunfights underway here. Roman will have to give this a little bit of a look in, but the P250 best the AK.
This makes it interesting now. If Imperial want to path back into this game, these are the rounds you can't afford to lose. But they are so hard to overcome, aren't they? Vinny, up close. There are about to be 2 players peeking him. And there was no way Vinny was getting out of that one. Decency is trying his best to trade, but sort of fallen away with the advantage. All 3 have gone back toward ramp. And even though Imperial have a path toward the heaven position, they're actually choosing to face ramp instead. No Way's on 1 HP after dealing with Materis. Henny finds 1, but there goes the other. And it's Henny now in a 1 versus 3. U-Jerks with 3 kills in this round, even though sAw have been super successful in this half so far. U-Jerks has had a bit of a slow one. But that is a great way to get some impact frags on the board. Looks like Henny's committed to the save, as he so should in this situation. And sAw will reach 10, Brandon.
It's a really good setup there from sAw, because it felt like Vinny had the presence of mind to clear that close corner in towards hell. Under heaven is where Jerks lay in wait, but Story swinging at the perfect moment created a little bit of breathing room. And from there, they were so loud about running away towards ramp, they actually invited Imperial into a chase. You couldn't go up towards heaven if you're Imperial because you don't have the information on A. The only guarantee you've got is that you saw players run away towards ramp. Maybe they're resetting lobby. Maybe they've already reset down towards B. Imperial needed space, and instead they go straight into that crossfire. So with all the pistol round guarantees, it's the force from sAw that puts them up to 10. And now for Imperial, it's just question mark after question mark, because they need to just keep investing here. They need to keep throwing it into the lion's den, it seems. Heartbeat of Portugal remains quite strong here in Pro League.
But of course, now the force by wars will commence. If Imperial find a way to hit straight back, then you never know. It can happen, but U-Jerks, you ramp anchor with help coming through. Needs more from Story. This is being played really nicely, though. Oh, beautifully done from Story. It's the force buy, so it deserves props. Not just full Glocks, not just a full eco. Great timing on the swing. Relaxes the situation for sAw. Bomb dropped in ramp room. And honestly, if I were Phelps, I'd probably try and get your loss bonus here rather than save the Galil. You may be able to drop a Tech 9 to a teammate, but they're in a tough situation either way. There's not really a very thick silver lining, to be honest.
That's another instance as well of sAw having multiple first responders on the scene towards ramp. It's Jerks taking the contact, Muterius gives it a look in and is immediately dealt with, but you've got Story that can just swing, and Jerks is taking all of the attention. He's done so much damage that they're looking completely the wrong way. It's a sucker punch in towards the ramp room from sAw. And now Imperial, it feels like they're really on their last legs here on Nuke. It started to get exciting when they got the pistol, but from there they've not been able to build anything further. Phelps is now needing to scarper to make sure he doesn't die after time. He's so low, but gets out with a Galil.
Yeah, actually surprised he saved, to be honest. I thought maybe he'd take the loss bonus there in this sort of tough situation, but the fact he has a Tech 9 too, meaning that he can save his armor, still use the Galil in the following round, and drop a Tech to a teammate. There are two ways of looking at it for sure. Yeah, we'll do exactly that. And actually, Imperial have decided, well, sAw are so far in the lead, let's just reforce into this. Get the pistols out, get the utility out. Tech 9 rounds with full util and full armor can be so impactful on Nuke, especially when it's a full execute toward A in particular.
Difficulty is going to be the recycling of the utility. But they don't have to go immediately, Imperial. They can just wait patiently. But the longer they leave it, they know that, for example, Muterius is outside. He can deem that one clear. So here come the smokes. And immediately, there's one deployed on the bomb site just in case there's going to be any incendiaries. So that creates a little bit of room to play with for Roman, but a Rostos already overwhelmed. How many can Roman find from the back of the bomb site? Split in two minds, but he still finds two. That's essential, and it keeps sAw afloat in this round.
Really well done from Roman. 3 versus 2. The M4 may have been picked up, but it can be ever harder to do work with it. And now he's in a clutch, ammunition low, and Ujerks gets it done. sAw 12-4, and Imperial are poor.
That's so cheeky from Roman, just to preemptively drop the smoke so he knew he wouldn't be sort of obscured by any utility that's going to fall his way on the A bomb site. And then he could also just hide around it. You see, he's got a little pocket that he can peek, and the slight gap completely negates these players that were going to be splitting round the silos and the bomb site to try and deal with him, because they have to go a little bit further, deeper in. And that also invites your main player to come and take a swing. It means you can just coordinate the timings a little bit better, and also it's about half a second to a second faster than Imperial are going to be ready for with these internal timings going on in their mind. Here's that important one. Round MVP, most certainly for Roman. And now plenty of chances to close their map pick.
Yeah, an Imperial in a situation they're just forced to obviously continue to force. No other option.
They're doing it again.
Yeah, looks like they are preparing a similar fast strategy toward A. It can be the best option with this weaponry, and maybe they have a second chance at it. But once again, Arasdos plays it nicely, and he's got this smoke to play around that we saw before already. Story finds Henny. Roman will find Phelps. They're falling like dominoes, and it is a very dominant pick from sAw. They'll take Nuke and put Imperial one map from elimination.